in the heart of the lush southern lands, where acacia trees swayed under an endless sapphire sky, two souls danced to the rhythm of fate. Naledi, with her radiant smile and gentle spirit, was known in her village for her compassion and unwavering strength. Thabo, a charismatic young man with dreams as vast as the savannah, was equally admired for his dedication and passion for life. Their paths crossed one warm evening at a local celebration, a festival of song, dance, and ancient stories, and from that moment, it seemed as if destiny had woven their lives together. Their courtship was as natural as the ebb and flow of the nearby river. Under starry skies, they shared whispered promises and dreams of building a future together. Both coming from families that valued tradition and modernity alike, they saw marriage not only as a union of two hearts but also as the beginning of a new legacy for their community. With joyful hearts and the blessings of elders, they exchanged vows in a vibrant ceremony filled with music, dance, and the aroma of traditional delicacies. However, just a few weeks after the celebrations, life began to reveal an unexpected twist. In a time when knowledge of one's genetic makeup was emerging as a beacon of hope and sometimes a source of unforeseen challenges, a routine premarital health screening uncovered a secret that neither Naledi nor Thabo had anticipated. Naledi's test results showed that she carried the AS genotype, a trait of sickle cell that, while not harmful in itself, carried hidden consequences for any future children they might dream of having. For many in their community, the AS genotype was wrapped in layers of misunderstanding and fear. Whispers of sorrow and loss from families who had suffered under the weight of sickle cell disease filled the air, and suddenly, what was once seen as a minor detail in a routine test turned into an insurmountable barrier. The couple, once united by dreams and hope, now found themselves at a crossroads, their future clouded by the looming specter of genetic risk. Naledi was overwhelmed with emotion. She had always believed that love could conquer all obstacles, but the diagnosis felt like a betrayal by fate. Thabo, too, wrestled with the harsh reality. He loved her deeply and wanted nothing more than to build a life together, yet the prospect of bringing a child into a world fraught with the potential of suffering weighed heavily on him. Discussions that were once filled with playful banter turned into somber debates about genetics, responsibility, and the future. In the days that followed, the couple sought counsel from elders, medical professionals, and trusted friends. They attended meetings where health experts explained that while the AS genotype was not a disease in itself, when paired with another carrier's gene, it had a high risk of producing sickle cell disease in offspring, a condition that could bring lifelong challenges. Despite the scientific reassurances about the manageable nature of the trait under proper care, cultural beliefs and the fears of their families ran deep. Some elders argued that destiny was already written in the stars, while others warned that the risks were too great a burden to bear. As the weeks passed, the tension grew, and the pressure from both sides of the family intensified. Thabo's relatives, though not against the union at first, began to express concerns over the potential hardships that might befall future generations. Naledi's family, on the other hand, was torn between their unconditional love for her and the weight of tradition, which held that the purity of one's genetic heritage was paramount for the well-being of the community. One evening, as the hot southern sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in hues of gold and crimson, Naledi and Thabo met in quiet solitude by a gentle stream. The conversation that unfolded was heavy with sorrow and regret. They realized that despite their deep love, the societal and familial pressures had begun to erode the foundation of their union. Their dreams of a shared future, once so bright and full of promise, now felt marred by the unavoidable truths of genetics and destiny. "I never imagined that a single piece of my makeup could cause us so much pain," Naledi whispered, tears glistening in her eyes. Thabo took her hand, his own eyes reflecting the same anguish. "I wish love were enough, but sometimes the world's expectations and fears are forces we cannot ignore." Their dialogue, filled with both love and sorrow, reached a heartbreaking conclusion. They decided to part ways, not out of a lack of love, but because they felt compelled by duty to protect the future they might have had, a future that, for them, now seemed fraught with unbearable uncertainty. The separation was tender and filled with mutual understanding. In the bittersweet silence of that moment, both Naledi and Thabo learned a painful, yet profound lesson, that love, while powerful, sometimes must yield to the larger tapestry of fate and responsibility. Their story spread through their community, serving as a poignant reminder of how unseen aspects of our biology can shape our lives in ways we never anticipated. Moral: sometimes, the hardest decisions are made not because love fails, but because life demands sacrifices for the greater good. Embrace knowledge, face your destiny with courage, and remember that every ending is a step toward a wiser, more compassionate future. In the aftermath, the story of Naledi and Thabo ignited conversations about genetic awareness and the importance of informed decisions in the realms of love and family. Their tale, though sorrowful, became a catalyst for change, encouraging young couples to seek counseling, educate themselves on genetics, and prioritize open, honest dialogue with their loved ones. Their legacy endures as a testament to the complexity of life and the bittersweet reality that sometimes, even the deepest love must surrender to fate. Through their separation, their families learned to embrace empathy and understanding, realizing that every individual's journey is as unique as the patterns woven in our DNA. The love that Naledi and Thabo once shared was not lost. It transformed into a guiding light for future generations, reminding everyone that the heart's desires must sometimes yield to the wisdom of nature and tradition.